everybody. Welcome to the Us Against the Gods campaign. A couple things before we do get started. If you know someone who wants to play in a Geomeric game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the waitlist for a campaign slot or getting into a one-shot. I will be doing some one-shots coming up later, not this month, but next month. So look for those announcements first over at Patreon, which is patreon.com/Geomeric, where we do announcements, sneak peeks of art, and behind-the-scenes stuff. Go check that out. We also have the YouTube channel where we have the GM tip videos every single day, the archives of all the sessions, and then we have the podcast. So if you want to listen to the sessions, go ahead and pick up on those. If you do watch them, do hit the thumbs up. It does help me out a ton. Also, we have a fun announcement. We have 3 different sets of dice that are now available right on the front page of geomeric.com. These are beautiful dice, and they all come in their own metal dice box. So go check that out. Those are $20 each, and they're awesome. Lastly, we have a Bubble Laser one-shot next Saturday evening. Come hang out. It's going to be an absolutely great time. Most of the art that is over here has been done by Bubble Laser. She is a fantastic role player, and we are lucky to have her come in, and we're doing a collab with her. And we've got some fun players who are going to be there. We're going to be doing an adventure over near Fort Crag in Reston. So coming out, it's going to be a good time. But let's go ahead and get you guys started because it's time to play some D&D. And it's been a week. So we're going to get you guys started.
It has been a week.
It has been 7 days.
Amen.
All right. Well, you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are down here in the southwestern area in Shatter Shaddai, where you have come seeking political influence in an effort to gain an audience with the Lady of Shadows in Ochakvok. You need some political clout in order to get her to meet with you. To that end, here in Shatter Shaddai, you've been working to get an audience with the Sultan. He requires that you receive 12 recommendations, one from each of the members of the team, the ruling magocracy of Shatter Shaddai. We left you last session hanging out at the Eben Pearl, your established temporary residence here in Shatter Shaddai, a fancy hotel. During your research, our friend Winkle managed to figure out that there was a plot going on and how to get information about said plot. It involves the House of Flowers attempting an infiltration of the palace. He talked with a fairly odd individual, we'll call him odd. Scummy, little dirty and ominous, that gave a bit of information about the situation regarding the palace. After this individual, whose name you did not get, left, you were able to have a bit of discussion about how you wanted to proceed. That's where we're picking up. What would you guys like to do?
I still think we need to tell the team what's going on around the palace.
I thought that was what we had decided to do, but I could be wrong. I was very much like a fish, completely flabbergasted with how everything was going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we did decide to do.
Yeah, I had agreed that maybe that was a good idea.
We go and tell the Bating, but then we say, let us handle it.
Oh, I knew. I just wanted to hear you guys say that I had a good idea again.
Never.
She stomps on his foot.
Never.
It's Lauren, you've been granted inspiration.
Woot!
Then who's going to go tell Jamila?
Oh, sure. Make me the tattletale.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm asking. I'm willing to do it as well.
I'll go too.
Well, why don't we
should-
just all parade along? Then we could
No,
go
we
get
don't
it
need
at
to
the
all
palace.
going over there.
Oh,
No.
I thought Winkle and
I think-
Ayla were going straight to begin, and we were going to link up with them afterwards.
Are
That
you
may be
sure
a good
about that?
Lauren, you've been trying to speak. Please go ahead.
I was saying I think only one of us should go to Jamila to avoid tipping off the House of Flowers as to what we are actually doing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Of it, it's at this point that you get a shiver down your spine as your backpack begins to vibrate.
I got a shiver down my spine as my backpack begins to vibrate.
Got one
Why
job.
is your
on that.
backpack vibrating?
I don't know. I put it away earlier. I promise. And she's like digging through her backpack really fast to make sure that it's not what it is that he thinks it is.
What does he think it is, Covet?
It's a bunny.
A bunny. Understood. Covet, as you dig through your backpack, there's a small porcelain rabbit that is not currently buzzing. Instead, the large book is moving.
Oh, it's the large book that's buzzing.
God, watch out.
Not that. And she
That's what I'm
pulls it
saying, I
out.
didn't hit the button on the remote.
Ayla, I'm sorry, Ayla. I'm sorry. Not really.
No, she's
I'm
not.
not really
No,
sorry.
no, you're not.
I'm not really sorry, but it is funny.
Okay.
So do you open the book?
Yes, I open the book. Guys, I have to meet with my brother.
Which
You have to
one?
meet with him?
Yeah. Tim is what he calls himself now. Here.
And why do we need to meet with him?
He's got some items, and he says that have he's got some questions that can only some items and questions that can only be answered in person.
And we must do this now.
I think so.
And this is more important than cleansing the courtyard of whatever it is that Boinkle signed us up for.
Give me just a few minutes, okay?
So how we break this out?
Somebody can go ahead and head on to the Bateems, and
Are you really suggesting we split the party 3 ways instead of the already 2?
no, everybody else can stay here.
But they have to start moving.
I need to help.
All right. So you want to go there? I'll go see Jamila, and then everyone else start making their way toward the palace.
Hold that thought. Let me make sure that I can meet with them now. So she writes in the book, okay, understood. No immediate rush. Okay, cool. But the sooner the better. When can you meet?
Okay.
This. Wee ba wee whoosh ash.
All right. You said, okay, and when can meet sooner is better. All right. Got it. I sent it off.
Okay, thank you. So until I hear anything back, let's just continue doing what we were doing. And
We're splitting up 3 and 3?
twice, just one person's going to the team, everybody else is going with Winkle. Isn't that what the plan was?
Everybody
you
else
made-
doing what?
I thought Islaren, you and I were going to the Batine to, or Jamila? I
No,
guess that's what her name.
no. As Lauren said, we only need to send one person over to Bettine, and so that it does not look like we're tattling.
You're going to leave the ambassador by herself.
She's a big girl.
I can go with her.
And I'm going to leave you alone and unafraid.
I'm going to leave you alone and afraid. She says it as so sassy as possible. But
Winkle turns to Twilight and goes, "She is used to being in command."
oh, if you didn't have hooves, I'd stomp on it. Watch it, or you'll have Nair in your, hair removing solvent in your shampoo the next time you go take a
You mean he'll
shower.
exfoliate?
His hair.
Yes, he's going to exfoliate if he's not careful.
All backs are fun.
By the way, you put it in the conditioner, according to Twilight.
Okay, I'll remember that. Thanks, Ayla.
And y'all said I didn't have any good ideas.
Oh, Jesus.
The exfoliating conditioner. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
It removes everything.
I use it. Look, can't you tell?
In real life, just saying.
Yep.
Maybe so.
For those that don't know, Winkle in real life has what we call the reverse mohawk. Goes around the head, not over the top.
Mm-hmm. A horizontal mohawk, yes.
I may or may not have been the cause of that.
No, that was my brother. But we'll keep going. I digress.
Twilight, was your concern that we're splitting the party, or did you want to be the one to go to Jamila?
The concern was leaving Covet unsupervised.
Ooh.
You're afraid I'm going to buy books.
As a female, I take offense.
Had nothing to do with her, Jen.
She leans over to Ayla and Lauren and says, "He's afraid I'm going to buy books and put us into bankruptcy."
So leave your gold at home, then he can't fuss.
Okay.
Or, maybe Twilight could go tell her, and everybody else stay together.
I think there's a visible shudder at Covet with the idea of Twilight being unsupervised.
That's terrifying.
I don't know if that's a good idea either, Winkle.
So, how are we splitting the party?
Well, if you
Yes,
don't want
Lauren?
to leave your wife alone, then I can go.
It's Lauren is the adultier adult here. I love how everybody in all the cameras goes, uh-huh.
and shall we set a meeting point?
I think Winkle said the outer courtyard around the palace.
Yes.
How about we meet at the near the front gate of the outside the walls, because that's where we're supposed to clean up.
Excellent.
I like that plan. This is a good plan.
It's not a good plan.
And I will meet you there.
What's
All
the
right,
worst that
all
could happen?
So where am I going? Am I going with this
Here's
Lauren
my
or
picture.
Twilight?
I think nobody should be by themselves. Last time I did that, that was a bad idea.
Yes, it was.
So, I'm going with this Lauren?
If it's too much trouble, I can go with this Lauren instead.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a
That
good
might be
idea.
a good idea. Yeah.
yeah, because really, Coven is.
Yeah. I like that idea.
All right.
Are you really removing the flamethrower from weed cleaning?
Well, I wasn't imagining that we'd be getting started before all 6 of us were in place.
I don't think
Oh,
flames
wait.
around plants would be a good idea.
Actually, in real life, here in Europe, they actually do use blowtorches to kill all the weeds. It's great.
I don't think that's what we're doing, though. We're looking for.
Winkle specifically said weed killing.
We are going to be killing the problems.
Twilight
Okay,
is
so-
not going to die today.
Ooh,
Sorry.
We've got. It's the rogue. It's supposedly it's the rogue members of the House of Flowers that they want done away with, and then they want all of the evidence from the rogues' activities erased from outside the palace, like blood on plants and stuff like that.
Okay, so Eowyn and Islaren are going to go to the Batim. Everybody else, we're gonna meet them outside the gate and try to look as inconspicuous as possible.
I provide colorful commentary.
Inconspicuous, Twilight.
I want to
Good
know
luck
how
with
we're
that.
going to look inconspicuous with Winkle.
Was that Eowyn?
I said good luck with that.
That is 100% fair.
What's even scarier? I'm in charge.
That's a scary thought.
But it's true. He's the one that was hired and asked and told he could get help. So
I need to find out what their criteria of success is.
Winkle
Covet leans over to Eowyn and Islaren and says, "Please return to us quickly."
So you're saying we're gonna send the adults away and then we're gonna go play in the courtyard?
Oh yeah,
outside the courtyard.
we're going
Adults?
to
I'm
go.
a farm of
paint-
adult. I'm just as irresponsible as you all.
Yeah, you have Ayla.
Ayla? She's the one that brushes Winkle for 564 bags of hair.
It's amazing
That's
how this
56.
gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I
Have
thought
you
it was
seen
6,000.
this?
Oh, I backtracked. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. 6,000. Okay. It's enough to make its own island.
Anyway, we are not
With
going
Florida.
inside.
I mean, Mila did wear it once.
I will remind you that we are not to go inside the walls at all. We're supposed to remain outside the palace grounds. Period.
Going inside the wall might hurt.
I don't think
I
we can
would-
breathe well.
I wonder if moose hair will kill these things.
They'll kill something.
Well, with 6,000 plus bags.
Maybe someone's appetite.
That is so true.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
It's going down.
No, it's not.
All right, Eowyn.
Okay, Covet's having issues again.
She's snorted 3 times already.
Ah, it's. Thought my beard hair was long enough.
Okay. Okay, we all need to get in a line and get going.
All right.
Are you the line leader?
Yes, walk this way.
Twilight tries to imitate Winkle.
It's kind of like the conga line.
All
There
right.
you go. You know, he waddles more like a duck.
Wada wada quack quack.
Wada wada quack quack wada
I
wada
know,
Wada, wada,
somebody
quack,
who, I know somebody who got beat to a pulp just about for that.
By a woman we had never seen before.
Not even gonna go there. Because I've gotten in trouble for far less. All right,
No,
so
this one's easy,
Right.
but anyway.
well, I
Right.
know he is. That's why you married him, right? Okay,
blah 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 blah.
so you guys
Right,
ready to
the-
depart?
Yep, I'll leave them with some parting words. Just stay vigilant. Be alert for the House of Flowers' treachery. And do what you know how to do. I believe in all of you.
I do have a
Do the
valid
opposite of
question.
whatever Winkle does.
Okay, that's valid. 100% valid.
This I say that everyone gets 17 temporary hit points, by the way.
I love you.
Amazing.
That being said, though, I do have a question. Is there anything that can specifically that we can look for that emphasizes who is part of the House of Flowers? You know, to the random person on the street.
Are you looking for like a lapel flower or something that signifies or designates a mark?
You never know. I mean, Winkle found this person.
No,
Guys,
the person
you are
found
thinking we're looking at something different. We are supposed to be looking for blight and some. I can't read my own handwriting.
It's like you're a
And
We're
pharmacist or
supposed to look
something.
like we're supposed to look like gardeners.
Yeah, Lily.
Yes, but we're supposed to handle certain things. We're supposed to get rid of certain things.
Yeah.
Tie up
yeah.
loose ends, rogue agent, blight,
Okay,
and
For the record, those who cannot see the webcam right now, Winkle is handing his notes to Ayla so that she can read his handwriting for him.
Because he's a pharmacist. Oh shoot. Send me a message of that, please. I can actually figure it out if you give it to me.
it doesn't need its own cipher.
No.
Honestly, if I want my people to read my notes at work, I write left-handed.
Forces him to slow
And
down.
let me guess, you are not left-handed.
Correct.
Understood.
He was. Yeah, he was.
Understood.
There's a whole thing
He
behind
thought he was gonna be a dangerous criminal, so he doesn't know anymore.
that was part of
Okay,
it.
what it says here is that we're supposed to get in or get to the wall and get out quickly. Eliminate any threats to the Sultan. That the House of Flowers really works to protect the Sultan. They want him to live and be fruitful. So we're supposed to stay outside the hedges that surround. There's the wall, and then there's hedges around the wall, and then we're to stay out those. And that's all it says.
Told you she can read it.
Because of 43 years of practice.
All right. So, Islarin, And Eowyn, you ready to depart?
I am.
Eowyn, are you okay? Because it has been over 2 weeks since you last burned something. In-game 2 weeks.
I think I'll live.
Okay.
Eowyn, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Eowyn?
Twilight, shut up.
I think in
And the
this
count
case,
continues.
like, sometimes that's not cool, but in this case, that's 100% justified.
I agree with A. Yes.
Welcome back, my friend. You've been missed.
All right, so we're going to head out into the town with Islarin and Eowyn. As you head out into the city of Shatter Shaddai, where are we going?
We're gonna go to Jamila. Forgot her epithet or her
Surname?
but
Okay.
Jamila about it. The Moonbinder.
Okay.
Her tower.
Cool. So you go to Jamila's Mage Tower. As you approach, you see that there are no guards. However, the sun is going down because it is later in the day. Want to go inside?
I'll knock on the door first.
Okay. There's no response.
Right. I'm trying to remember last time we just kind of went in, right? Okay, yeah, we'll just. Oh, last time we were let in. Yeah, well, it's.
No, the door was standing open and we just walked in.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just walk in again then.
All right. So you guys can go walking in to Jamila's Mage Tower. As you do so, you find the familiar moon-shaped room with the pale blue furniture. After a moment, you'll hear a conversation off to the side. Yes, I understand. I have some new contacts. The people who have been helping other members of the team, they're working on it. If they fail, we won't have any problems. We'll have plausible deniability. If they succeed, then the issue will be resolved, and we can grant them a recommendation. Yes, I understand. Of course. I have hope that they'll be successful. After all, they've managed to get several impressions. Do I? No. Well, perhaps. I'm sorry, someone's here. Have a good day. And after a moment, a woman walks into the room. Oh, hello. You're back.
We are. We're on our way. We've made contact and have an inkling of what they're up to.
Truly? Exactly what?
What they told us, which, of course, the House of Flowers, what they say and what is true, may often hold as wide a gap as the sea itself. But what they told
Indeed.
us is that they are rescinding an effort to assassinate the Sultan.
Interesting. So they were attempting and now are turning their backs upon the attempt.
They say they've had a change in leadership.
Interesting. Change in leadership at the House of Flowers is a concern for all. Do you know who is in charge now? What is the name they gave?
I'm not aware of any name.
If you can, find out who is now leading the House of Flowers. This information would be invaluable to the Batim and to the Sultan himself.
We'll make whatever effort we can to do so.
Thank you.
Now, they've also told us that they have rogue agents that they have not been able to recall who are in position. And asked us to attempt to eliminate them.
Then why are you here?
Primarily because I don't trust them.
Valid.
I worry that perhaps they are calling us to get rid of legitimate defenses.
What have they told you
I wanted-
to attack?
My notes are not as clear as they need to be here.
Perhaps you need to stop being a
I think that
pharmacist.
I was told this secondhand, but they said to clean up any mess found on plants or marble and take care of any rogue agents.
Interesting. Seems uniquely vague.
Precisely.
So,
Is there anything that would distinguish people who should be there from people who shouldn't, apart from perhaps who is skulking in the night?
I'm unaware. However, we do have an opportunity. See, the palace will be empty of any legitimate people, except for the guards in the throne room tonight, as the Sultan is out at a party in Mabarid. He will return in 2 days. If you go and check the palace, and you do so in the next 2 days, you will have free reign of suspicion outside of the throne room.
Why is this something that you would suggest to us?
Why? Because you've received the information. You've proven yourselves to various members of the Batim, and this is a good test to find out how effective you are, and if I should recommend you myself.
See. It's interesting. The house recommended we venture no further than the outer courtyard.
I encourage you to go all the way up to the walls of the palace itself. The outer courtyard is nothing but an alleyway around. You'll have to go into the gardens themselves, near the chicken coops. Remember, Sultan enjoys keeping decorative birds.
See. You say decorative birds.
Yes, he breeds them as a hobby. I find the practice to be odd. I've never found desire for feathers to be something I would enjoy. But who am I to judge the Sultan's hobbies?
Indeed. I imagine they could be quite charming.
Perhaps. Is there anything else I can assist you with? I was about to have my dinner.
Is there anything else we need to know about what we're walking into?
Do not enter the palace itself. The guards would not take kindly to finding people within the walls of the palace.
Understood.
Have a good evening.
You as well.
Is your friend always so silent?
I turn to Eowyn.
Well, I wasn't sure where I could have input, and I don't have much to add.
Ah, a shrewd individual who knows when and when not to speak. We're to be commended.
When
Thank
Eowyn
you.
speaks, there's always meaning behind it.
Very well. Have a good evening. You are dismissed. She turns and walks out of the room.
Shall we head over, Eowyn?
Guess we should go back to the group now.
Alright. Going to wait until we are out of the tower and at least a few blocks away
Sure.
before I lower my voice to whisper and ask, "What do you think she was talking to when we got there?"
I'm not exactly sure, but it seemed important.
I agree. Wondering if she's playing both sides here.
That'd be concerning.
Indeed.
You think they're doing okay with Winkle in charge?
As long as they have not come across any moose trucks. In which case I would expect they may have been severely distracted. But apart from that, I think they know what they are doing.
Oh, that's a relief.
Okay, let's just head toward our meeting spot.
Okay. So you're going towards the meeting spot. Where's the meeting spot?
Uh,
On the
At
underpass
the-
to whatchamacallit.
Outside the front gates.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys are going to the front gates of the palace. Awesome.
The gardens of the palace. The gardens of the palace.
Right?
The outer courtyard?
The gardens of the palace. So you can reconnoiter with your allies here at the entrance to the gardens. Eowyn and Islaren, you walk up and you see Twilight, Covet, Ayla, and Winkle. What are you four doing at the moment? I understand that Twilight is probably being slightly handsy based off of previous track record.
Being sneaky, and handsy.
Understood.
Okay, so have Islaren and Eowyn arrived yet?
They're arriving. What would you be doing while waiting for them?
Just kind of, for me personally, I'm just kind of looking around to see if I can detect anything like what the House of Flowers guy was saying.
Okay.
Just trying to get an idea of what we're in for.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
No, I should have changed my dice.
Yep. Ayla, you're distracted by the beautiful flowers and the landscaping here. It's all changed since the last time you were here. So none of this is familiar.
So I'm actually looking to see if there's anything that may or may not be related to the portal seed that we saw inside the library.
Let's roll your perception check.
Similar here in the garden.
Sure.
I'm going to roll as well.
What's the worst that could happen? So, Twilight, you're slightly distracted at the moment. However, Covet, you look around and you are able to determine that there is no type of portal seed nearby. You don't see
There
any
is no
seeds?
type of. There's no type of portal seed nearby.
No, one job on this ship.
Please continue. I'm sorry, GM.
No, you're not.
I am too. I would have waited till after you were done.
Ish.
Ish.
All right.
Winkle's looking at the gate.
All right. Covet, you're going to see a familiar figure walking towards the palace gate here.
I see a familiar figure walking towards the palace gate here.
He looks about 8 feet tall, leonine in shape.
Oh boy. Do I recognize this person?
I think so. As he comes closer, he approaches and says hello. You recognize the voice of Granak coming out of the Leonin's body.
Oh, that explains why the walk was the same, but you look a little different. Hi, G.
Yes. Are we in the library, I'm assuming?
You are not. You are outside the front palace gates in the botanical gardens.
Yeah, I would still have my seeming on for being out and about for that. Okay. Pardon the appearance, but my appearance out and about has been taken notice of, so we've been using disguises.
It's fair enough. I just hope that you are safe in doing so.
Safe, yes. But much has come about recently.
Oh? What kind of much?
Well, I've already told my party, and much has happened. How secure are we in where we speak?
With my 22 perception, could I figure out a place to go where we won't be heard or anything like that?
You can step off to the side into one of the little alcoves. It'll be secure enough.
Okay. Okay, so and Twilight, I'm just gonna go over here, talk to our friend here real quick.
I'm going to show you
Yeah.
an image of the way he's currently dressed up, which is like this.
Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Like the disguise.
Yeah.
We're here for a mission.
I understand. So.
This isn't a rogue agent, is it?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't work for the House of Flowers, do you?
What? No, of course not. And I will show my my badge to show that I'm part of the consortium.
That's what an agent of the House of Flowers would do.
Oh my god. Give him the name of my brother. That is, he introduced himself as, not the original name, but the other name.
We'll look around. You mean Tim?
Yes, Tim.
That's your dysfunctional family.
Oh, hush. All right. So, what is it you need? What's happened?
We recently finished the job and we're given a couple of items from our dear friend Neve. The undead one from Lou's house.
Yes, the one I would love to kill but can't kill because she go right back to where she belongs and then come right back. Ooh, yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, she left us a few items and what I found from them was of great concern.
Okay.
Have you heard of the name, and I'll say it even more quietly, just above a whisper, Morzithis?
The earth vibrates and begins to shake. I need everyone to roll dexterity saving throws.
You want me to roll dexterity saving throw
Yes,
too?
please. Let me
Neat.
know what you got.
I'm falling over.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's the same 20 from last night.
Yep. All right. So Ayla, you fell over and are knocked prone. Covet's knocked prone. Eowyn, did you get knocked prone? Need a dexterity saving throw, please. All right. So the only person who fell over were Ayla and Covet.
Well, okay.
Wow, what in the world?
So with that name ringing in her ear, does she recognize that name at all? History, whatever, religion? Which would you prefer me to roll?
For knowing that name, you can roll your religion check. This is going to be a DC 30.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, we had to blow a lot of stuff for me to get this info.
Are you wanting some performance enhancement?
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and anything you can help me out with, that would be great.
If I can give her assist, I will, since I technically already know it.
I already have advantage, but can I get double advantage?
You cannot get double advantage. That's correct.
Hey, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Okay. So you have your advantage, you have your guidance. What do you know?
And you said this is religion? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You need a 30.
Nope.
Can't get
Nope. No. I was close, but no. I'm gonna be. Even if I rolled a 4, I'd still be 3 short. I'd be close, but not there.
Yeah, in order to succeed on this covet, you need a natural 20 and then a 4 on your guidance.
If I had known that you were already going to have advantage, I would have given you Bardic Inspiration.
That's
but
what
it's
I
too
thought.
late now.
That's what I thought you were gonna give.
Oh
but
well,
okay.
too late.
Yeah, we
It's
had
okay.
to use Bardic Guidance and a Flash of Genius to get this, and I rolled a 19.
Oh jeez. Okay.
But we got it.
Okay. So without saying that name, but she has not heard of that name,
No.
but she's very hesitant to say it. First off, can you put that name officially in
Sure.
chat, please?
And Covet, you were just granted inspiration.
Oh, Dankeschön. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Wait,
you, T-Mac.
You are in Germany.
I mean, yes. Danke. But I appreciate it because I'm probably gonna need that later.
A lot of it.
But
Yesterday.
So she looks around and she says, "No, I don't know that particular entity." And I say that because I don't want to land on my tail again.
Catching on, learning faster than our party.
Aftershocks are a thing.
Oh. So, who is this person?
Well, I guess my first question for GM Eric, did Leslie pop up because
She's
this is the
not.
second time I've said this name?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Alright, I still have my speech. Our friend is an ancient, near-forgotten god of cold necromancy and entropy. Not merely a god of winters, but of inevitable creeping stillness that claims all things. He represents the final end, breaking of the cycle of life and sending even gods and souls to an eternal frost. His appearance is the stuff of whispering nightmares, described as towering, emaciated figure clad in tattered robes and frost-rimmed void, the edges of which appear to dissipate into nothing. Those who study him, and there are few, theorize that he is not merely a god, but a remnant of the universe before this one, a being of entropy that predated even the pantheons of Toivoa. He never ceases to whisper to those who long for an ending to suffering, promising the peace and absolute stillness. Unable to truly destroy him, they instead bound his avatar deep beneath the sanctum of the Starfallen, chaining his essence within the black ice of eternity, ensuring that his influence could never again spread. His greatest enemy in the battle was Imkael, who has a direct opposition to our friend's name. Where Imkael ensures that death is a transition, our friend corrupts it into an eternal frozen stagnation.
That kind of sends a chill down her spine, especially, as she puts her hand on on Soul Render, and the other hand just graces the mask that's on her hip at the moment. She's kind of surprised that she hasn't heard about this entity, this god-esque person, because she has been in service to MKL for most of her life in one way or another.
You see why I immediately went, yo, Eric, I'm sending her a message immediately.
It's very terrifying, honestly. So she looks at him and it's just like, okay, we have the greatest enemy of MKL that you have just mentioned. What does that have to do with me? And in turn, Twilight.
Realistically, I don't know. We were given these items by Neve, and I have not had the time to commit further research into it. But with knowing that you are of MKL and patron to our good friend back at the consortium, I thought you might have more information.
Oh, I can look at the items and see what they are. I don't know what I can do, but I can try. Has anybody tried to identify them?
We have cast Identify on all 3 items.
Okay.
The strangest remaining item would be this non-magical key we have that we don't know what it goes to, but it has the markings of our friend we were just talking about. I was gonna try to have like somebody legend lore it when I got back to the consortium.
You know, Wayfinder
Yeah.
can do that.
Almost all
Yeah,
of our
but-
group are wayfinders.
I didn't have that capacity last night when I spent 2 hours asking questions to Eric.
Well, now you have the capacity. Is that something that you want us to do?
Hence, I'm holding up the key, making it
I believe this is a cry for help.
I think so. Okay.
a paladin with no charisma trying to go, yo, I have a request.
All right. So she does what she's like, okay. All right. So she is like, oh boy. All right. Twilight. And she looks over at
Yes, my love.
Islar and motions for her to come over. And
Happening.
I have to do a legend lore. I have to do a legend lore on an object for our friend here. I'll explain in a minute, but yeah, this is gonna be fun. Just protect me, please.
And this is more important than removing threats from the general area?
Yes, at the moment. Okay.
Sheepishly
All right.
greetings, apologizing.
Okay,
Just getting the glare. Just complete dead eye.
before she goes to lay down on the ground, she looks at Twilight and says, breathe. I need you to be calm so you can protect me like you should.
As I do.
Right, as she lays down on the ground. And she does the legend lore on this key with the markings on this godlike entity that she's not going to say out loud.
There you go.
Well, that sucks. She stands back up almost as quickly as she sat down, and as she laid down, and she's like, "Well, that was worthless." Sorry, my friend, but there is no. This thing's not legendary at all. The key is not legendary.
What about the individual?
She lays back down.
As Twilight essentially says, lay back down.
We ain't finished yet.
She like
You're
phrasing. She
You
lays.
just thought you were finished.
She lays back down, and she's like, and so she does the legend lore on this godlike entity, thinking the name in her head.
There's a verbal
Does she
component to this.
Oh! Well, it's a good thing I'm already laying down.
I'm
She-
gonna sit down.
Yeah, everybody just sit down for a minute. Just for a minute. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then she does the verbal component of legend lore on Morzithis.
Okay. There is not
I'm
an
already
earthquake.
laying down.
There's no earthquake. The Legend of Morzithis. The Silent End is a long buried and nearly erased faith devoted to Morzithis, the Silent Reaper, an ancient god of cold and necromancy. His followers believe that death is not merely an end, but an entropic force that would eventually claim all things. They saw undeath not as a defiance of death, but rather a transition into its deeper mysteries, a state between existence and the final nothingness that Morzithis embodied. His faith thrived in the age before recorded history, but as civilizations rose, his name became blasphemy, his temples sealed, and his priests were hunted. The most devoted of his cultists fled to the Sanctum of the Starfallen, a mythical dungeon prison where entities of unspeakable power were bound in ancient times. There, they continued their rites in secret, awaiting the day when their god would stir once more. An avatar of Morzithis was buried within the Sanctum of the Starfallen, deep within. Morzithis himself, the faith has waned over the years, but as rumors of Morzithis crawl into the minds of the various mortals on the material plane, his acknowledgement grows, and with that, so does his power. Morzithis has awakened once again to threaten all of reality, not just the lands of Toivoa, but rather all the planes. After all, Morzithis is the final end to everything.
So with that, she stands back up and she looks at the Lannon and says, "What in the God's name of what in MKL did you do?"
We finished a mission and collected payment and stumbled upon the greatest mystery I have ever seen.
What else did you get?
So, in a bag, I will show her the other two items, and explain that. Hold on, which I still have my 5 Google Docs open. Gotta find right page.
It's okay. I've got
Right
3
at home,
books
right at
of
home.
art. I've got books. I've got notebooks. 3 notebooks full of stuff. So I'm
I can't
right there
write
with you.
fast enough, but I've got
That's
5
what
Google.
replays are for.
Yeah, no, I don't got time for that. Here we go. Alright, so the other item of relevance to this god, we don't have an actual no, it's a black stone called the Amulet of the Devout. And then it's just got a bunch of wondrous item effects onto it, but it doesn't say anything specifically about the god on it. And then she also gave us a barbed chain that is the Voidling chain of... Oh god, how do I say that god's name again, Eric?
Ritrava.
That one.
For
You-
religion, do I roll? I mean, for Ritrava,
Yeah.
would I roll religion?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do I have to have for that? Do I need to do anything special for that too?
This one's a 24.
Okay, this one's a possibility, but I'm still going to cast guidance on
You
myself.
still have performance enhancement.
Okay, okay. $15.
No, ma'am.
Ugh.
Hold on, I think
Alright.
I have my speech about him open as well still somewhere.
I don't think you got a speech on him.
I was writing one.
Oh, you were writing one. Okay.
No. No, I don't. I deleted that one.
Oh well. Off it goes.
Okay.
Necromancer we met in Cordred Gruel at fought and killed in Quadrigrul had symbols of Ratrava.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely. It's Lauren. That pirate that we were Ashlyn?
Ashlyn.
Yeah. She was looking for a whole bunch of things, and wasn't the amulet one of them?
Lauren will think back to that encounter, by which I mean I'm looking through my notes.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I'm almost 100%.
My note dump that I'll give you guys real quick. The items that she was originally hunting from Kier that he got away with have no relevance to that god. I checked that last night. So if you guys have new info, aka that amulet you're talking about,
I'm going to
I do
correct
not
that
think
statement.
there was-
I'm going to correct that statement because that's not quite accurate. Granek does not know of any relevance to this god.
from the items that Kier has.
Correct.
Okay.
I have to be very specific on things.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't know for sure of the items that Elise sought, but of the ones that she mentioned, I don't believe any are relevant to either of the deities that have been mentioned.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because obviously we don't want her to get. She's one that we just don't want to have those things, you know.
I'm sorry I rolled a nat 20 on her lore. I apologize. But
Right.
yes, I would agree, but these things seemed prevalent to tell you as soon as possible without impending on what you were already doing.
Granek, you look at the party that's sitting before you. They look like they're geared up for combat in the botanical gardens.
Might I inquire what you're about? Or should I just pretend I saw nothing?
You know nothing.
Plausible deniability.
At that, he'll give a little bow, little touch on the nose, I understand. And, I don't know, go back to the library or something?
All right. Thank you for coming in. I hope
Absolutely.
you've
Thank
gotten
you for having
what
me.
you needed. And we will go ahead and have you off. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
Good luck, everybody. Sorry for dropping more shenanigans on you.
No, you're good. You're good. It was fun. She gets sacked up. She falls down again.
Well, I just never let her down.
I'm so glad that you picked that up. I'm not gonna let
that's
you
Twilight. That's Twilight picking you up.
Back to the
Yeah.
issue at hand. Did oh gosh, my brain's not working that direction now. Okay, did Jamila have anything to say when you told her what we were doing? It's Lauren.
Yes. Including things that I don't think she meant for us to hear.
What?
I did not let on that I heard her, but Well, I think we should be alert because there's more to the situation than we've been told so far.
She's trying to make us a patsy, isn't she?
What was the word you used? Plausible deniability?
Yeah.
So we are cut between a Batine and a flower place.
Now, I'm recognizing that I do not have the full context of what she was saying. But
It's what's not being spoken that rings shouting from the hilltops.
exactly.
And if it has you concerned, it has me concerned.
Yeah. Me as well.
Winkle, what'd you get us
If there's
involved in?
if there's something that is out of place, then be on the alert for it.
Well, the House of Flowers told us specifically not to go past the gates. To just, check on the outside of the palace.
For the
But
record,
not to go in.
what she said was you need to check the gardens around the walls of the palace.
Right.
You do have to go
Right.
in the gates, but not into the palace
Right.
itself.
Right.
So, are we going to go do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Regardless of who is up to what, still need to ensure that the House of Flowers gains no foothold here.
So we're going to go up and tell them that we've been sent here to get rid of the blight out of the gardens.
Sounds good to me.
So Boinkle turns around and starts towards the gate.
All right.
I'm
As
gonna
you-
cast see invisibility on myself before we go in.
Sure. As you guys are approaching the gate, there will be a guard that is going to confront you. The guard is dressed in much fancier armor than what you've seen previously. It's like this. Can I help you? He's the only guard in this area, and he's barring the way through the gate.
Boinkle comes up to him and says, "Hi. I was told there's some blight in the garden, and they told me to come and bring some people and we'll clean it up. They don't want to upset the Sultan with these gardens being messed up."
Roll a persuasion check. Persuasion from Winkle. The 13. Go on in.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
Be careful. We don't want any of the blight to get into the birdhouses.
Right.
Oh yeah, the birdies are supposed to be special.
Be aware, the blight has been detected on both sides of the palace, all around. Do a good job. You'll be compensated.
Oh, thank you.
And he unlocks the gate to let you in. Roll an insight check, anyone who'd like to figure out what's going on. Sweet.
What? What? Oh my gosh! I'm changing. That's it. I'm changing dice again.
So, it's Lauren, Buickle, and Ayla. Actually, Islarin and Boinkle. I'll get to Ayla in a moment. But Islarin and Boinkle, Jamila has already talked to this guard and has set you up for success. All it took was a persuasion of 10 and the truth to get you guys in. So, this guard is in on the situation. Ayla, this guard is wearing the armor of the captain of the guard. However, his face, the eyes, don't match the captain of the guard that you remember, but looks related. This could be his son. But you will also intuit that Jamila must have made a deal with this guy in order to get you inside without being halted, as long as you stated the truth. Which I know is hard for this party, but, you know. Don't stick your
Feel
tongue out
it.
to me.
I tell the truth. Just
We have
All right,
a
Obi-Wan.
paladin and two fae. Like, different people might have different versions of the truth, but like I think we have a lot of people who are
Sure,
kind of
Obi-Wan, yeah.
the truth.
It's the truth
Truth is
from a
relative.
certain point of view.
it's all about perception. Isn't perception 9/10 of the law?
No,
No, that's possession.
possession.
Yeah, that's possession.
No, it's perception too. I swear.
You're wrong. That's fine.
Blames a
No.
lot.
Perspective.
So, you guys will find yourselves at the top center of this map. As the gate is closed behind you, the palace of Shatter Shaddai lies before you. I need you guys to please target your tokens for the first time in a very long time. And we are going to ask you
It's
to please
February.
roll for initiative.
Oh, great. Now I have a good roll. What the heck?
All right.
All things to get a good roll on. Initiative is a great one.
Sweet. In my initiative, here we go. My initiative is going to be natural 1. That's great.
So, Eowyn should be bumped up to an 8, and Ayla to a 7, Winkle to 13.
All right. Cool. Miss Von
You
Sin.
got 4 to this?
They
As-
are, but you're too far out.
Okay.
Miss Von Sin, as you look around, you see over to your west of you, you see some plant-like creatures wriggling around. What would you like to do?
She kind of leans back to Winkle and is like, do you know or what like any of this blight stuff looks like? What we're supposed to kill exactly?
Oh, but probably kind of a light color, not the normal green.
So she looks back at this one in particular,
Uh-huh.
and does this look like the normal kind of green according to Winkle?
That I cannot answer for you. I will not answer that for you.
Does that look like an enemy, Joseph?
It kind of looks like something I'd want to attack.
Him Gale protect me. Oh gosh. So she's going to go ahead and Oh, this is not going to be good.
Yes,
She's
it
going to go
is.
ahead
Yes, it is.
and cast Empowered Hex on this one.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa. Okay. And then
As
she
you have
will...
cast a spell, the plants around you come alive. A lot of them come alive. In fact,
No.
Ooh, that's not good.
What'd you do?
Empowered Hex on this one. That's all I did.
what'd you like to do, Kevin?
She's gonna quickly do a nature check on that little one
Sure.
with a 16.
With the 16, I will send you some information. Oh no, I don't send you information on that. You did not roll high enough. It looks like a plant.
It's a plant.
It looks like a weird plant.
I'm just gonna... Twilight, I'm gonna shoot it.
Take that.
Alright, so going to first Eldritch Blast that little one?
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
With a 15, you blasted for 35 damage. Well shot.
God, I'm having a heart attack over here. Okay.
Please don't. I've done that before. It's not pleasant. The second shot impacts the stonework of the palace as a section of the outside wall chips away. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Be more careful, Covet.
She's just gonna... She's gonna try to be extra careful and watch me miss it completely. Oh my god.
With a 30, you are going to hit for 24 points of damage as your Eldritch Blast tears into it.
She's like, I don't know what this is. Does anybody else know? And that's her end of turn.
Sure. Mr. Bwinkle. You got them into this, Mr. Bwinkle, you got them into this shenanigans. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to go after this big guy.
Okay. Which big guy? I'm sorry. That one over there? Gotcha.
Going to use my strong shot and
Sure. With a 17, your arrow finds a purchase deep inside the leafy mound. You hear it grumble in a grunt of pain as you dealt 20 piercing damage to it.
I'm going to shoot again.
Sure. With a critical strike here, Boinkle, you find a core. You're going to deal a total of 34 piercing damage as another arrow digs deep into the flesh of that leafy plant.
And I'm going to use my one more shot.
Yes, sir. A 23 also. 3 arrows are very nicely grouped in that creature as it is rocked backwards and nearly at half health already. Anything else, Lord Boinkle?
No, I think that's about all I can handle.
Prince Twilight's Call, what would you like to do, sir? Shh. Spoiler.
Not my fault.
Sorry, recovering from that Freudian slip.
What? It's what he would identify as.
No,
No?
no. Why shoot so low?
Okay.
Try that again.
Does Twilight have a feeling that these guys' intelligence is higher than, I don't know, 2?
How would you know? Roll a nature check.
We'll see. Probably,
You do not know.
yeah. Oh, bummer. See, this can't be good. Really can't. So what we will do is we will focus on the one that Winkle was working on over here.
Yes, sir.
And we'll go ahead and begin our murderous rhythm, which is my swift quiver.
Okay.
And do the 4 shots on this dude here.
Okay.
So we'll do first one.
The hollow star rib twangs as the arrow leaps off the string and pierces the creature.
And we'll begin the second one. Oh, that did not work whatsoever.
It did not.
And then the third one, probably not.
As the arrow sails clean through the leaves, it sails beyond it into the hedge.
And the fourth one.
The fourth one, you manage to find where those leaves are and find a hard twig inside. You hear a loud crack as your arrow pierces it, nearly splitting the wood.
50% consistency works all the time, half the time.
Okay.
And we will move back. We'll just move right down to there.
Okay. As you stand next to the window, we go to Islar and Shunazeth. Sorry, the window and the wall.
Man, this sweat's just really dripping.
Yep. I'm not going to get in trouble. Islar, what would you like to do?
Stop.
I think I'm gonna go toward the area that's being focused on so far. Tell Winkle to watch his flank, and that's 20 feet.
Is that a racial statement for Minotaur?
Face.
You really just like picking problems.
Remember, no flank stakes from the Musadar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and guess you can cast Bless on from here.
Okay. You're going to cast.
And I am making no comment because I was actually thinking of that pun beforehand. I just also meant it like for real.
Uh-huh.
But I will. I think. Oh, you know what? I actually asked, but I think would be cool here. I'm going to raise my trident to the sky, and I'm going to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Ooh. Okay. Cool.
As long as you're weapon attacks, as long as you're within 30 feet of me, get an extra D4 to their damage.
All right. So go ahead and add a second aura to your character here, or I will, so that they can see them. So 30, understood. And that's concentration, right, for Crusader's Mantle?
Correct.
All right. Sweet. As this Lauren begins to shine, anything else?
That's all I can do for right now.
All right. Cool. Then we go to Mr. Aowen, what would you like to do?
I want to move right here next to Lauren.
Okay.
Sorry, just double checking something.
Sure.
Can I cast Flaming Spear to this one?
Flaming sphere. All right. So we're going to put a flaming sphere out here. That's awesome.
It's the one that's in place, right?
The flaming sphere, you'll be able to move it around.
Okay. I'll place it here for now then.
All right. So get your flaming sphere. All right. So you roll it into him.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. And so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And dexterity saving throw from him is going to result in a 19. He saves and will avoid the damage, I believe. Do they take half damage on a success?
Should I send it?
I believe you already put that in there. Yeah, go ahead and send it, please. Do the virtual tabletop thing, display in VTT. Otherwise, I'll pull it up. Okay. I'll pull it up quick. All good. There we go.
I got it.
Thank you.
There it is.
Yep. So they do take the half damage. So he will suffer. You did 7 fire damage on the first one, so he will suffer half of that, but doubled because he is vulnerable to fire. So he will suffer the full 7 damage. Okay. Anything else, Eowyn?
No, that's it.
Okay. I'm just checking to see if it ignites flammable objects. It does not ignite the ground. Okay. Cool. After...
It says ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried.
Oh, true. You know what? Awesome. We will go ahead and start putting some fire down, which is awesome. So, Ayla, what would you like to do? As I am pulling up some fire.
Yeah, I'm going to move forward. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the guy I'm going to attack. And I'm going to do Sacred Flame at him.
Okay, at the big guy here?
No.
The little one?
This one.
Oh, this one here? Okay, so Sacred Flame
Yeah,
on
the
that.
one closest to me.
Sure. All right. So, his dexterity saving throw comes through as a 3. How much damage am I suffering from your Sacred Flame?
$17.
17. Awesome. As the radiant energy sears down from the sky, it burns and deals 17 damage to this thing. Anything else? No? You did
Spiritual weapon.
gonna do a spiritual weapon? Awesome.
Yeah. To the same character.
All right.
And come on, thing.
Is it working?
just popped up.
There it is. A 22 will strike it. And you struck it for 7 force damage.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
Yes, ma'am. As
So
the
now
spiritual
I'm gonna-
weapon thunks into the wood. Very effective. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to step back this way just a little bit.
All right. As you step away, we will then go to their turn. And we are going to begin moving. And we are going to move away from this fire towards someone. So 30 feet towards there. We're going to move 30 feet up to here. We're going to move 30 feet up to here. We're going to move.
That one steps into my reach. I will attack it.
Very well.
That'll miss heavily.
Okay. Cool. All right. So up at the front here, we are going to be attacking, and I can reach out and touch anyone within 10 feet of that front guy. So Eowyn, Ayla, and Islarin. 1d3. Who am I going to be walloping on? Islarin. We're going to make 3 charged tendril attacks. If one of these succeeds, I will replace it with a different thing. The first charged tendril reaches out, and I will show you guys an image of what we are doing here. So, the first one will be a 26 to strike you, Islarin.
Yep, that'll hit.
That's going to deal 6 bludgeoning damage and 6 lightning as the electricity charges through your armor and electrocutes you. You are then pulled 5 feet closer to it. As it pulls you in, we are going to attempt to engulf you. Need you to make a strength saving throw, or you will be pulled into itself and have the grapple condition and be blinded and restrained. You succeed and are not pulled into its space. Then I will attempt to use a charged tendril on you again, because I can only engulf once per turn. A 16 will not strike you.
Right.
All right. On the far side, we are going to move 30 feet to there. We're going to move 30 feet to there. Alrighty. That is... Oh, and this little guy needs to move. We are going to avoid the little fire thing, because that's not pleasant. Alright. And the little guy who is right here. This little guy is going to fire off a grasping root. And I can see... Oh, no, no one's in range. Alright. So he's going to dash. And we're just going to run 30 feet to there. Alright. Miss Von Sin. I guess this little guy should dash as well. What would you like to do, Miss Von Sin?
Well, she doesn't like this thing on her friends. So she is going... Okay. Is this the one that I hit before, or is this a different one?
That is a different one. The one that you hit before is right here.
Alright. She's gonna step forward. So she see... Oh, hi, little guy. Okay. She's going to shoot this one.
Okay.
With Eldritch, with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
First hit, and then Hex on top of that. So
the 19 will blast it, dealing 37 damage. As your Eldritch Blast tears into it, leaves and twigs go everywhere. An additional 30 damage is dealt. As more leaves and splinters shower your husband, he gets some beautiful twigs and grass clippings in his hair.
It's not the first time.
It makes him look like he's been mowing a lawn, as you will deal an additional 32 points of damage to this thing, shattering him, and it looks like he's been attacked by a leaf blower. Anything else, Miss Von Sil?
That's all she can do at the moment.
Okay. And is that drink tasty?
Yes, it is perfect now. I will send you the recipe.
Thank you. Mr. Bwinkle is stepping away from his desk. Or is about to.
No, I was adjusting the chair.
Adjusting. Understood. What would you like to do, Mr. Bwinkle?
I need to move forward a little bit. I can shoot past these guys and hit the thing, right?
You can certainly try.
We duck.
I'm going after that guy.
Okay.
Strong shot again.
On the one you've already been shooting?
No, the one closest to me.
Okay, very well. So, with a 14, your arrow skips off of a hard section of bark. You realize these guys don't have any teeth because they're more bark than bite.
Oh.
But that was a good one.
Okay, how about this?
You will deal 33 piercing damage as you dig deeply into it.
One more shot.
+8 from Crusader's Mantle.
Up plus an additional 8. All right, and then you critically miss with the last shot, nearly shooting Covet in the back of the head.
It's a good thing I'm short.
All right.
So overall, it was a pretty good shot.
Wait, the last one?
Yep.
Yep, because you didn't hit her because she's too short. Understood. Anything
Any
else?
shot you can walk away from is a good shot.
Yeah. I don't know. I've taken some shots at a bar that were not good. And I did walk away from them. All right. Twilight, what do you want to say? What do you want to do?
You know, they seem to have acted with a lot more intelligence than what I had originally assumed. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use a technique of muddled thoughts. And if I do it correctly, yeah, right about there.
Okay.
So you should have no friendlies in that area.
All right. So we're casting Muddled Thoughts. Choose a point within range and cause psychic energy to explode there. Awesome. So, with their intelligence, we are going to be affected by this. And so I have 5 of my large creatures in there. So we'll roll those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You like those saving throws there, Twilight?
You do like those saving throws.
All right. So we're going to suffer 28 psychic damage.
One of them saved.
Yep. Gotcha. So 28 here, 28 here, 28 there. This one suffers 14, and the last one suffers 28. And the little guy over there, his intelligence saving throw, he will also suffer 28 damage.
And they all take a 1d6 subtraction from their attacks and abilities,
Okay.
as well as Constitution saving throws.
As long as they are affected by this, do they get saving throws at the end of their turns? Yes.
At the end of each of their turn, yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything else, sir?
So that was action. Bonus action. I still can't have my murderous rhythm active. I want to make sure that I don't have to take the attack action on my turn first. Let me
I
check.
think you do.
When you cast a spell, yeah, I'll display it just for.
Yeah, you
It doesn't
can.
require the attack action.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. With sharpshooter, do I have disadvantage if this dude's in melee?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I will do disadvantage then on the 2 attacks on this dude in front of me.
Sure. Cool. The first one hits it and kills it. The second shot hits it again and ensures that it has died.
Okay.
As it dissolves into a pile of leaves and mulch, there's nothing left.
And I will stay where I'm at.
Awesome. Cool. So, after Twilight, we go to Islarin.
Right. I'm gonna attack the big creature in front of me. Oh, once, twice, and each of those get the D4
Three times a lady.
damage.
So 17, 21, 21 plus an additional 19 for a total of 40 points of damage as you pierce it twice with your trident.
And I'll swing the other end around, and okay, so that didn't include the improved device might, and then I also get the D4, so another 21.
Understood. As Islarin uses that pole arm to great effect, swinging it around and thrusting and bludgeoning. Anything else, Islarin?
Nothing else.
All right.
This was one that Twilight was attacking, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That one's dead,
I just
right?
wanted to make sure.
This one is not dead.
I thought I hit it twice.
You were hitting this one over here.
No. That's why I shot with disadvantage at this thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry for the miscommunication.
Yep, because I saw a ping on this one. All right. So
No,
this
that's
one
just
is-
where the synaptic static was in that area. No, I was
Okay.
doing disadvantage at the dude in front of me.
Understood. Then let me go ahead and give him back his hit points. There he goes. All right. Cool. Anything else, Islarin?
Nothing else.
Cool. After Islarin, we go to Aowen.
I wanted to do a fireball right here between them.
Okay.
Is that gonna end badly?
We'll find out. So,
It'll be fine. It's
you
fine.
wanted the fireball over here, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that's going to hit all of them. As the fireball goes over there, we're going to go ahead and do that because it's fun to do. Boom, boom, boom. Right. My dexterity saving throws for these. This is not going to be good. So the little guy's dexterity saving throw, it's going to get 2. He's going to suffer 60 fire damage. The 5 plant creatures there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All fail, and you will each suffer 60 fire damage. This one burns to a crisp with a scream. This one here burns to a crisp with a scream. And the other 2 will suffer 60 fire damage each, as they are vulnerable to fire. The eruptions of flames burn. All right.
For a bonus action, I wanted to move this between these two.
Okay. So, you can go ahead and I believe you move the, how far can you move it? 30 feet?
I'm not sure. I think so.
All right, so 30 feet, I believe. is too far to hit these two, you would need to hit this one here instead. So this one is in range, and so is this one. These would be out of range.
Then what about between those
We can
two?
put it there. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. All right, and we are going to, because this does light up anything that it rolls through, that's going to be unfortunate for me because we are lighting things on fire. Cool, Eowyn. Anything else?
How much damage does that do?
Need to get you to roll the spell so I can roll my dexterity saving throw against your spell. So how much damage does the flaming sphere do, Eowyn? Alright, so he's going to suffer 10 fire damage from the flaming sphere rolling into him. Alright. Did you want to move or anything, Eowyn?
No, I think I'm fine here.
Cool. Miss Taylor. What did you do, Miss Taylor?
I gotta get. Come on, thing. Yeah, there it goes. Sacred. I'm gonna do sacred flame at this fella right here.
Okay.
Um,
That's my dexterity saving throw of an 8. I will suffer 9 radiant damage as the power of the gods burns it.
I have my my brain just not working. Spiritual weapon here on top of this other guy.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm going to sling that as my bonus.
Okay. And that will miss, unfortunately, as
Yeah,
the
just
spiritual
ruffles
weapon
the
simply
leaves.
ruffles the leaves.
All right, that's it.
Cool. After Ayla, we go to their turn. And we are going to move forward because we gotta.
It steps forward. I'll take my action to attack that one.
Okay. And you will slash it or pierce it with your trident, I'm sorry. And that's going to deal
Yep.
17 damage to it. Great. We need to move up 30 feet to here. All right. So from here, we are going to attack one of the 3 people I can reach. 1d3. That's going to be Ayla Taylor. We're going to try to use charged tendrils against you. The first one will be a 14. That will miss you. The second will be a 10. And the third one is a 15, Ayla. I believe you have dodged all 3 of those, correct?
Yes.
All right. The little creature here was able to get up right next to you, Islarin. We're going to use 2 branch attacks and a grasping root. The branch will be a 25 to bludgeon you for 10 damage.
Minus 26.
Okay. So roll your 1d6, please. A 2.
The 23 will still hit.
All right. You suffer 10 damage. The second branch attack will be a critical strike.
With my adamantine armor, that'll be a regular hit.
All right. A 24 still strikes you for 18 damage, though.
Yep.
And then the grasping root is a strength saving throw of DC 17, where you will be grappled and take damage at the start of your turns. So you succeed. All right. And then on the far side, we are going to shamble up to here. We cannot reach Boinkle from there. So we're going to squeeze. We're going to squeeze dash all the way up to there. And we're going to squeeze dash up to
They
here.
can do.
I'm sorry?
They can do that?
Yeah, you can do that. You can squeeze into small spaces. Absolutely. All right. Okay, and then I need to make intelligence saving throws at the end of my turn to stop being muddled thoughts. The little guy does not succeed. The two big guys, their intelligence saving throws 1 and 2, neither of them succeed. Understood.
DC 16s.
Yeah, we're nowhere near. All right, Covet. What would you like to do? And at the end of this round, I will need to take a 90-second break.
Well, she's feeling a little claustrophobic. So she's going to move her empowered hex to this one here.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that, we're just going to go ahead and get that one going with that. That's just for going forward. Now she's really not liking being all crowded and everything. And so she's going to do a repelling blast on this one.
Okay.
And 13's not going to hit.
It does not.
Right?
It does not. As
She's gonna try it
you
again.
fire into the air, the power of the consortium witch courses through you and will deal 16 damage.
Okay.
As
And
it is
that one
repelled
should-
back into its body, into its friend, it's unable to move.
It's okay.
So a movable object meets an unmovable force.
Correct. So nothing happens.
Well, that's just rude. And she hits this one again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
With a 28.
That will also blast it, dealing 20 points of damage. As again, you find the core of this creature and shatter pieces of it.
Go away! And turn.
The long hair of Islarin and Aowen are both speckled with plant debris as we go to Mr. Bwinkle.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack. And I'm gonna use the axe this time. Where's my axe?
Gimli's borrowing it.
Gimli's borrowing it. As your axe hacks into the thing, you accidentally slap it sideways, and it does not catch anything of merit.
So we're gonna try it again.
Sure. This time you catch it and will deal 16 damage as it is vulnerable to slashing damage. +1. So.
Do I get
18.
another? Do I get another shot here?
You get 3 swings, sir. As you will hack into this thing, dealing 32 points of damage.
+1.
Plus
Okay.
2, yes.
Can I do a goring rush?
No, you have to move for that.
Ah, got it. So I'm just here. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. After Boinkle, we go to Twilight's Call.
So Twilight's going to try and continue to thin the audience. So he's going to focus on this one, and he's going to unleash 4 times.
Okay.
One.
And you will be piercing, dealing 20 damage.
Plus the radiant.
Yes, sir.
Second one.
The second arrow twangs off the bow like a southern person. The third shot, sir. What? That was bad.
I'm sitting here going, what?
Southern accent, I should have said. I'm sorry.
Twang.
Southern twang. As the third shot leaps
Wow,
out.
sir, I am highly offended.
Oh my!
I don't want to hear it.
Bless
Y'all
his-
fine.
Bless his heart.
As the
Bless his pea-picking
fourth
heart.
arrow pierces it, it falls apart into shards of wood.
Oh my stars and garters.
God bless America, land that I love.
And I'm not going to leave this one down for a while.
Nope.
On a wing and a prayer, you, my dear sir, have been blessed.
Anything else, Mr. Call?
No, I think I have contributed my round for that one. I'm going to continue to hang out here in the corner.
Understood. As nobody else puts Twilight in the corner, we go to Islarin.
I'm gonna shift down to here because that's slightly better coverage. No, I guess they could squeeze through the middle, maybe. Yeah, okay, back to here. Let's just keep trying to hammer at the thing right in front of me.
Okay.
Whoa.
1, 2. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does.
Okay. And
So we've got
I want
18 on
Check
the,
how
sorry,
much
20 on the
to
first. 20 plus 21 is 42 points of damage. You have destroyed this creature.
Yes.
All right.
Another one
Hmm,
bites
right.
the dust.
Yeah, I don't think I particularly want to. Well, yeah, I don't want to go forward. Well, wait a second. These things have a 10-foot reach. Okay, yeah, we can do this. I will step forward, crack this one or the one at the top with the other end
Sure.
of the weapon.
Excellent. Cool. That'll deal 21
and then-
points of damage as the bludgeoning cracks loudly.
And then I'll just step to the.
Well,
the thing
as
that's
you
still
moved
in
away,
both of
it's
their
going to
reach.
use its attack that it only has a 5-foot reach on, which is engulf.
Okay.
Do you strength save at 0? Twice. You're fine.
Oh, in that case, I'll just use my last 5 feet of movement and get back to here.
Understood. After Islarn, we go to Eowyn. What would our pyromancer like to do? The record in
As a-
5 years of campaigns, I've only had 2 pyromancers.
Well, I
Corruption.
And both of them were in this group. Like
Yeah.
Saturday morning campaign.
That's because they're hot.
Right. Go ahead, Eowyn. What you doing?
How on the go?
Feel my wrath.
Feel my wrath. Feel the power of the gold. What would you like to do, Eowyn?
want to use the bonus action to move the spear right here.
Go ahead and drag it over to where you want it to be.
I can. Oh. No. And then I want to use Scorching Ray. I'll do 2 on this one, then the last one, this one.
Okay. So the first one hits here, dealing 6 damage. The second one hits there, dealing 20 damage. As this thing begins to burn and smolder, the smell of carbon fills the air. The third attack does not strike it, as the beam splashes against the stone wall of the palace.
It didn't damage it, did it?
No, just minorly, just a charm mark. That's all.
Okay, that wasn't me.
That wasn't me. All right. Anything else you would know?
Sorry, I'll move like right here. No, here.
Okay. As you step around Slarin, we go to Ayla Taylor.
I love it. Okay, Ayla's
For
gonna
those who
shoot
didn't
the
read
top
that, if you
guy.
look very closely, underneath it says Eowyn wasn't here.
I'm gonna shoot the top guy. Oh,
Using what?
top guy. I'm gonna shoot Sacred Flame.
Okay. And I will fail my saving throw. And I will suffer 22 radiant damage up there. I did make a mistake. The Shambling Mound needed a dexterity saving throw against the Flaming Sphere when it ran into it. How much Flaming Sphere damage did we take, Eowyn? Alright, 6. So, total of 12. Thank you. Alright, go ahead, Ayla. I'm sorry. I just had to correct that.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon up to the top guy,
Okay, go ahead and move it. Thank you.
and we are going to whap him upside the head.
Cool.
Maybe, hopefully.
Whack a bush.
Unfortunately, your spiritual weapon flails around and for a moment gets tangled before its spiritual nature washes away and the leaves fall free.
Well,
They're
he
free.
lost some leaves.
Free falling.
All right. Cool. After Ayla, it becomes their turn. We're going to move a few creatures here. And we're going to move... Oh, goodness. These things are not that intelligent. But we are going to move to where we're not in fire anymore. Thank goodness.
I will take my reaction to try to hit that creature, and I'm going to try to smite with that.
Okay.
Do a first level smite.
Sure.
So, another 2d8 plus the 1d4 from Crusader's Mantle.
As you smote this creature, it is destroyed utterly. As the next friend steps forward, we're going to target one of the 3 people in reach. 1d3. That is going to be Eowyn. Eowyn, as you have stepped up, this creature extends out 3 tendrils to try to grab you. The first one will miss you. The second splashes against the window, nearly cracking it, but not. And the third just gently caresses the ground near your feet. Over
Those
here.
rolls did not come through.
Over here, Boinkle, you are going to be attacked with disadvantage because they are squeezing. The first time will be a 16 to strike you, Boinkle. I don't believe that gets through your heavy armor, correct?
Correct.
All right. The second will be a 12 that will not strike you. And then we will attempt on the third strike here to simply engulf you instead. You need a strength saving throw of a DC 15, or you will be pulled into the creature's space and be having a hard time. All right, Winkle. This thing wraps itself around you and pulls you inside. Now that you are inside, you are blinded, restrained, grappled, and you will be suffering lightning damage at the start of each of your turns.
Oh, moose poo.
My moose is gone.
As you are now blinded.
Fortunately, he's resistant to lightning.
All right. So you are inside of it. Winkle, with advantage and disadvantage, the creature next to you here that you cannot see is also going to attack you with charged tendrils. A 8 will miss you. A 22 will deal 9 damage to you, 8 damage because you're resistant to lightning. So
Got
8
it.
damage there, and the third strike will miss you as it tries to intertwine itself with the shambling mound. And I'm going to take a quick 90 seconds real quick here, and I will be right back. I just need to go visit the facilities. I'll be right back. Go ahead and make your plans. Covet, you'll be up next.
So should I go? So should I hit the one that Winkle's currently entwined with. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's get that one there.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I can turn it into a pink cushion. Winkle will just have to duck.
Would you be able to do that and keep Swift Quiver?
It's using Swift Quiver to turn it into a pink cushion.
Oh, got it. In my head, I heard you say turn it into, and my head immediately went to polymorph. So that's my bad.
I am a man of many skills, but that is not one that I currently have.
I think I was thinking of one of the sci-fi campaigns.
Though I wonder if it can be rickrolled.
Never gonna give you up.
I mean, how effective is a worm, I bet an earworm, to plant life?
Bug type is super effective against grass.
Earworm, I choose you!
Get this.
All right, I am back.
Choose
fun
go,
sim.
Rickroll attack.
Hey, GM Eric, I
Yes,
can't
sir.
get my damage in.
You can't get your damage in?
It won't let him enter the numbers into the square.
If you hit F5 on the keyboard, what happens?
Did it work?
It refreshed the screen, but it still won't let him put in any numbers.
That's strange. Oh. And are you logged into D&D Beyond? Up at the top right-hand side, does it say that you're logged in?
The way he's acting, that might have been it.
Yeah. I think he's checking on it. It's Von Sin. It is your turn. While he's figuring that out.
Okay, so the one, just confirming because things have moved a lot. So the one that I had the empowered hex on is
Destroyed.
dead.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So I'm going to move the empowered hex to the one that Winkle is entwined with.
Sure.
Yeah, he's totally in a situationship right there. And
A situationship?
oh yes,
Is that like a relationship?
it's an entangling alliance. That's what it is.
I've seen that video.
Any great. Okay, so she's gonna move the empowered hex over
I
here.
didn't say that. Whatever you're into, that's up to y'all.
Okay, and it's over there. Okay. And look, we're doing an Eldritch Blast on that one. Just regular old Eldritch Blast.
Using
keeping it still.
Vines, Twilight?
18, does that hit?
It does. As you try to distract from the situation, you will deal 24 damage to the creature.
Okay, she's gonna do it again.
Uh-huh. As you
27!
bless it, goodness
How about
gracious.
that?
That will deal 21 points of force damage as you blast the creature a second time. Winkle, from inside this creature, you're healing thud. Thud.
Okay. So this one, she's gonna do it again. 17!
It works as you deal 16 damage to the creature, shattering some of the wood. You can see hints of antlers coming through.
Hey, Moose! Can you see me? Can you see me?
Apparently not.
I really can't see anything.
Winkle, were you able to take the damage?
Can't tell.
You can't tell.
I got completely kicked out of D&D Beyond. Hold on.
Okay.
It wants him to sign up.
If it's asking him to sign up, then he needs to sign in instead of signing up. He needs to use his existing login information.
Yeah, they won't let me go there.
No, go down.
Yes.
Go back to the page you were on. Not the character sheet.
That's where I need to be.
No, you need to log in first. So up at the top right-hand side, where you have the... let me go ahead and log in. I'm just going to walk through this myself real quick.
I'm sorry.
Up the top right-hand side, where you see the sign in. Do you see that?
It says sign up.
It says sign up.
It says sign up. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's click on the D&D Beyond logo where it says D&D Beyond. So, are you at dndbeyond.com with nothing after it on the URL? Just click on the logo. Nothing else. Just click on the logo.
That's what I've done.
Okay. Next to sign up, that red box with the white text, next to that there is a white section that says sign in. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Click on sign in.
Yep, and then it says sign in with Wizards, Apple, Google, and Twitch.
And I don't know which one he used, but probably signed up with Google or Wizards.
Let's try Google.
Okay.
I'm going to try Google.
All right. And did that let you log in?
We're finding out.
We're finding out. I have
No,
to.
don't do that. You've got the email.
It should have automatically let you log in once you clicked on the correct thing.
Well, it's wanting him to put in his
My
password, and all that
Hold
kind
on.
of stuff.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Hopefully,
Sure.
it's one he can remember.
All right.
Nope, that's not the right password.
It's the other one.
It's the other one.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, that's the same code that I have for my luggage.
Thank you for catching the
I was
reference.
gonna say the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, two-step verification.
1,
Yeah, that's
2,
exactly.
A, Z, 2, W, S, X.
I'm
Will
not...
you?
All right. Did that work,
Oh, you guys
Winkle?
are-
He's got the two-step verification, so now they're sending him a code on his phone.
Good. He
to-
should have that. That is a good thing to have. You can't use a garrote on him. Stop it.
I'm going to.
For those who did not see the webcam, this is what was going on Kevin's screen.
I can get away with this because Winkle in real life is my dad.
Yes, because threatening patricide is legal and something you get away with.
Look, he talks about squishing me with a car because I'm no taller than the hood. So
And your point is?
it's how we show love.
How we show love is through threatening death. Understood. Winkle,
You
did
should
that
love their
work?
hit and runs.
It's not working. Give me a minute.
And this is how you killed GM Eric.
Oh, Eowyn, we missed you.
Oh my god.
We love having you here. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
All right, Winkle, did that work?
No. Give me a minute.
If it didn't work, then there's something else going on.
Yeah,
Then it says go to set.
things tap Google. Where I'm having to reset Google.
You're having to reset Google?
Yeah, weird.
We got a huge update about 3 days ago. It's changed how our phones look. It's changed everything.
That's strange. I did not receive that update.
Gee. It's been a real hassle.
All right. Well, Twilight, we're going to go ahead and go to your turn.
Okay. I will remove the known threat because I can't see what's got Winkle currently engulfed, and I will continue to ignore that until I see it. So I will focus on this shrubbery here,
Okay.
and so I will put 4 arrows into that one. Ooh, nice.
The first one will be a critical strike. That's going to deal a total of 38 damage.
The second one.
The second one will also pierce it, dealing 24 plus 2 for 26.
Third one.
The third one will destroy it as the core of this thing is shattered. The leaves fall to the ground.
So I will move up here. I will see something way over here, but that's not immediate threat. We do have immediate threat over here, and so I will make a minor attempt not to hit the moose within the shambler, whatever this thing is, but I will be shooting at the shambler.
Okay. And as you shoot at the shambling mound, you will deal 23 points of damage. Well shot, sir.
There you go.
As
And
you caught it where Winkle is not.
Next time.
All right. Winkle, are you up and functioning again?
Give me a minute. I got to.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and we will go to Islarin while Winkle is working on that. Being consumed by a shambling mound does make sense for Winkle having these issues. We'll blame this all on shambling mound. Islarin, as you step forward, you will strike at it. However, you hit a woody section. Then you will critically strike at Islarin. As your energy courses into it, you're going to deal 21 plus 14 for a total of 35 damage, and it is destroyed, freeing Winkle from the grasp of the shambling mound. Anything else, Islarin? As you're probably muted or something. You're muted in Discord.
Oh, I was muted this whole time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was just gonna move forward to there and dash the next one.
Okay.
The bludgeoning side.
And you have
misses.
advantage because it is currently squeezing. So you will deal 12
Oh,
bludgeoning
awesome.
damage plus 4. So total of
Another
16.
Oh, wait, and also the improved divine smite,
Yes?
just standard 1d8, so
Got it.
21, 19.
Understood. As you catch it with your trident in the back end, anything else?
Nothing else.
Nothing else. All right. Mr. Eowyn, what would you like to do?
Move over here. Can I move that far?
Yes?
Okay. Um. I'm kind of stuck on what to do because it's a tight space.
Tight spot.
What?
In a tight spot.
What options are you thinking of?
Please cast Fireball, Firebolt, Searing Strikes, tons of
What?
options.
Would a
Us
fireball?
being in the way, like, doesn't, like... You can place stuff so that it doesn't hit us.
Yeah. The only thing that
Then-
really threatens your party right now is the Flaming Sphere.
Okay. And I'll put. I'll put the fireball right here.
Okay. Cool. You will catch both of them. The two of them need to make their dexterity saving throws. And something else needs to make a dexterity saving throw as well. All right. So, the first one, which is the one next to you here, has disadvantage because it is squeezing, so it will suffer 50 fire damage. The one at the far end failed its saving throw. It will also suffer 50 fire damage. And the third thing that you cannot see will suffer 50 fire damage. All right. Anything else, Eowyn?
No.
Okay. As your explosion rocks the area, we will then go... Twinkle, are you up and running again? He doesn't even have his headset on. All right. Yes?
Before we advance, is the thing that we can't see, do I have an angle on where it would be, or is it, like, obscured from
You
me?
do not know that it is
But yeah.
there.
Okay, because I've seen visibility up, is why I'm asking.
You cannot see it.
Okay.
It is positioning issues.
Yeah.
All right. So after Eowyn,
Confirming.
we will go to Miss Taylor.
Well, hang on a minute. Let me check something. Just a little bit far. You didn't tell me. Okay, let's I'm gonna shoot this first one. Is that the one with Winkle in it?
Winkle is not in one at the moment. He was
Oh, he
freed
is
by
escaped.
Islarin.
Yay, okay. I missed that while I was trying to help the moose. So I'm going to shoot. Let's be fun. Let's do guiding bolt at him.
Sure.
Try something different.
With a 17, you blast it with the guiding bolt, granting advantage to the next person who attacks it.
Right. And 20 damage.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And let's see. my spiritual weapon. How far can that move?
30 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I'm going to move it. It's 30 feet.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, here. And not use it right now.
Okay.
That way it'll be close enough that I can probably use it later.
Sure.
And that's it.
All right, Islarin, we are going to be attacking you with disadvantage because we are currently squeezing. So, once and twice and 3 times a charm, that does not work. We are going to try to step away, provoking an opportunity attack, as I don't want to be squeezing anymore.
Let's see here. I have not already. Okay, I'll take that, and I will smite with it.
Okay.
Just a first level smite because I already used a couple second level slots. All right.
All right. Wow. So big hit here. So we have 21 plus 12 is 33. 33 plus 28 be 52 damage. 51 damage. 51 damage. Pow. Cool. So it will continue to move as we are going to move some to here, and then this creature comes out to here, and as it gets there, it is going. Oh yeah, we are going to throw 2 boulders that it digs up out of the ground to launch at you, Slarin.
That's a nice boulder.
As the 2 rocks are thrown at you, the first will miss you with a critical miss, as it impacts the ground in front of you. The second with a 20 to bludgeon you.
That will clang off my armor.
Okay. And then it is going to move 5 feet back to here. As we will then go to Miss Von Seen.
Okay, so the one that had Boinkle is now dead. So she is going to move the empowered hex to here.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and cast that just for giggles. And then she hits that one.
Okay.
With a 19.
You blast it, dealing 26 points of force damage as leaves and splinters go everywhere.
Is this one still alive, or is this one...
You need to refresh.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
There's nothing there.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. All right, one less issue to
I'm
worry.
back up.
Okay, so she's going to go for this one again. 13 does not hit.
It does not, as you splash ineffectively against Eowyn's armor.
Sorry. I'll try to... Can you lift your arm or something? I don't know. You're just so tall. Can I stand on your shoulders or something? I don't know.
Between the legs.
And you're so short.
I'm fun size.
Yes, you are.
All right.
And
30.
with the 30, you blast next to his hip and will deal a total of 23 damage to this creature, in as you emphasize fun-sized.
I don't know if you'll allow that. I wanted to bring it forward, if that's possible.
cannot
Like bring
move
it
forward.
towards us. Okay, it's stuck. All right. Okay.
It would have to be squeezing, and that is a choice it has to make.
Okay, cool. All right, and turn.
Okay. After Miss Von Sin, Winkle. Is Winkle up and running yet?
Yeah, and actually, I was signed in all the time, and it just didn't Okay, I'm ready.
All right, it is your turn, Winkle. What would you like to do?
I want to hit this green thing to my right.
This one over here?
Yes, and I'm going to hit with the strong shot.
Okay. Unfortunately, the first arrow misses as it skips off of Vislarn's shield. The second shot will manage to catch him, dealing 23 points of damage.
+4.
Okay. And unfortunately, the 11 will not deal any damage.
Yeah. I'm so embarrassed.
So, after Winkle takes his 3 shots, Twilight's Call. Can you show him how it's done?
We'll see if that's possible or not. I will take a step forward because what's the purpose of having Crusader's Mantle if you don't maximize the opportunity?
I like how you think.
Absolutely. So we'll put 4 shots into this one, though I am curious as to what that thing was behind it, but one thing at a time. So, focus on this one here. First shot.
Yes, sir. That will pierce it, dealing 24 damage.
Second one in quick succession. Ooh! Look
As
at
Ayla, you feel an arrow impact your armor dead center in the middle of your back, and it pings off.
Watch
There was a
it.
mosquito. A fly.
Mosquito.
Covet leans around and says, it's a good thing she's a healer.
Jeez.
Good shot.
Covet, you need to duck as the arrow hits Eowyn's armor and does not harm Eowyn.
Somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
There we go.
Just takes the threat of sleeping on the couch,
Works
apparently.
every time, 50% of the time. Of course, consistency is key.
Sleeping on the couch? Yeah.
All right. So as Twilight's Call shows Winkle exactly how he did it. Our archers appear to be consistent, which is nice. Right,
This
Islan?
isn't a hit.
Let's move forward to there. I'm going to try to finish off the one on the right.
Okay. It had a prepared action, so as you approached it, we are going to use that charged tendril on you. However, go ahead.
Miss.
So, as you swing the heirloom trident, you will pierce it and destroy it.
Yay.
Dum-dum.
Right. And let's turn my focus to the other one.
And this, for 19 damage, you have left it with 10 hit points as you thrust deeply into its wooden core.
All right, and let's try to bash it.
As you go to bash
by
it, you catch it on the hardest section. The reverberation travels down your trident and into your elbow.
Oh, as a baseball player growing up, I feel that one.
Yep.
You could have tried.
Ouch.
You could have trident to elbow.
Trident elbow. Tritonitis? Is that what it's called, right? Sorry. Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna use a little bit of movement and my turn right
Sure.
here. So That's it.
All right, Eowyn, what's up?
I'll move up to here.
Okay.
I think I'll just try and hit this one with the mace.
Sure. As you swing your mace directly into it, your mace gets tangled in the vines and leaves and does nothing.
Okay.
Except aggravated.
All right. A bonus action?
What do I have for bonus actions again?
I believe you have drink a potion, healing word, or spiritual weapon. If you want to use a spell slot for that.
I think I'll just move over here and end my turn.
Very well. Miss Taylor. How's that prosthetic leg?
Yeah, she's gonna move up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are you hopping up?
My what?
Your prosthetic leg.
Of course I am. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to throw where is it? Yeah, Sacred Flame at this one that's about dead in front of me.
Sure. The
hope
dexterity
I
saving
hit.
throw. I failed that. I have 10 hit points. Your Sacred Flame comes down and will deal how much damage with radiant energy? 20 points of damage. As you double it up, the creature is destroyed by the power of the gods.
And I will take my sacred weapon and pull it up. It's 30 feet.
Okay.
I'll put it down here.
Okay.
Nope, this one. That's 30.
Awesome. So,
That's it.
I am then going to move, and because I am 2 sizes larger than you guys, I will move directly to here.
Can you squeeze in there?
Don't have to.
What?
He fits.
There's three rows.
If I fits, I sits.
I was just going to say that.
Someone owns a cat. All right. We are going to strike at one of the 3 people I can reach at the moment. 1d3. Number 3, Eowyn. You have been chosen by the Claw.
The claw.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited, my
You're not
friend.
a nice kid whatsoever.
The fact that everyone did that in sync was awesome. Just saying. Oh, someone needs to clip that one. All right. Eowyn, we gotta slam at you. The first time we'll miss you. The second time we'll also miss you. And the third time, Eowyn, coming in, will also. As you stand resolute, this thing buffets against your armor, Eowyn. You hold firm, strong against the tree. It will then shake its head, and pollen falls out of it over the 3 of you. I need each of you to roll a Constitution saving throw of a DC 17 or be stunned for 1 minute. You'll be able to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Islarin is not stunned. However, Eowyn will be. Ayla is not. Eowyn, you do have inspiration should you choose to use it.
How do I use it again?
You say, I'd like to use my inspiration.
I want to use my inspiration.
All right, so please re-roll that saving throw. That's not good. All right.
If you'd like my inspiration, you can have it as well.
Sure.
All right. As Lauren tries to inspire you to not be stunned, there's an encouraging word. Eowyn, re-roll that once more, please. The 21, you are able to withstand the pollen
Yeah,
and not be affected by it.
Thank you.
it's the only pollen in the world I can be resistant to.
Uh-huh. Sounds like my brother.
Yep.
We're going to move this creature 60 feet to there, and we're going to move this creature 60 feet to here, and this creature moves 60 feet to here. All right. As their turn is over, we go to Miss Von Seen. Sorry, Miss
Well,
Von Sine, or is it Hypotenuse? Thank you.
I whenever I hear a trigonometry pun, I always got to co-sign it.
Yeah, but you don't need to go off on a tangent.
I hated geometry.
I think it's a trig effect.
Yes, it is. It's a trigger effect.
Of course, we don't want to make too many of them because the jokes do start to get derivative.
Yeah.
I know.
Y'all have no proof.
Come on, guys. Let's not descend to the bottom, the most common denominator here.
It's integral to keep your jokes fresh.
Yeah.
You never know when imaginary numbers are going to attack.
This doesn't help your dividend. Okay.
We don't want to be
All right,
negative
so-
here.
All right. So
We're not nerds whatsoever.
Who? What? Where?
Covet.
I mean, well,
Play D&D right now.
playing D&D, and yeah, I'm a nerd. Hi, I'm Covet Von Sin, and I'm a nerd.
Hi, Covet.
I've been nerd free for 0 days and 0 hours and 0
Congratulations,
seconds.
Twilight.
Okay. All right. I needed that. Honestly, I needed that a lot. Okay, so she's going to move her empowered hex to this very gigantic, also antlered creature.
Winkle's getting
Are
hexed.
the real?
They look like antlers where I'm from, but
Called
not.
branches.
They're big, and they're on the top of this thing's head. So
Phrasing.
empowered
Thank
hex.
you, thank you, Ayla, for phrasing.
Just branches.
Understood. Yep.
It's okay. I'm gonna shoot it. 26.
26. We'll blast it with your Eldritch Blast as spark and splinters go sailing away. You dealt 32 points of force damage.
Gonna hit it again. 30.
With a 30, you blasted for 24 points of damage as you find a bare section of it.
And she's gonna do it again. 22.
A 22 will deal 20 points of damage, Covet. As again, you manage to dig a hole deep into this thing, searching for its heart. Anything else, Covet?
Can we kill that thing, please? It's scary.
All right. After Miss Von Sin, we go to the Bwinkle. What would the Bwinkle like to do?
Ooh, Bwinkle likes to shoot it. I'm gonna use my strong shot.
Okay. Your strong shot, the arrow hits the thing and pings off.
Ping!
That wasn't strong enough.
The arrowhead shattered.
Ooh, bad arrow.
Plenty strong, just bad aim. With a 15, the second arrow impacts the same spot as the first. Again, the arrowhead shatters. The shaft splinters.
Not for a different spot.
We're gonna go after accurate shot.
Okay. With a 23, you line this one up and you will deal 19 piercing damage this time as you finally figured out where to shoot. Anything else?
There would have been a picture of Twilight on it. I could have done it.
Twilight is behind you. We'd have more accuracy shooting that way because he's backlit due to the flames that are back there.
Okay, that's about it.
As the silhouetted Twilight stands behind you, he looks cool against the firelight. Twilight, what would you like to do?
Twilight will take 2 steps forward and stand next to his beautiful bride. He'll wink at her and say, "Hey, watch this."
She ducks.
The moose is in fear.
Is this it? Hold my beer?
Pretty much, she
No,
ducks.
He's learning to use MKL's motivation and will apply his bardic flourish to this thing. So, first shot.
With a bardic flourish. What does that add?
It's to the damage and distance back if it hits.
Understood. So as you hit that nice knot that has 2 shattered arrowheads on it, your arrow also shatters.
That did
Winkle,
right.
Winkle falls to the ground real quick.
Winkle has gone prone.
We'll try it again.
If a moose chuck can do it, the moose can.
All right. So as you will pierce, dealing 29 points of damage with your arrow. 30. An even 30 as you shoot. Twilight. Well struck this time.
And it pushes it 14 feet.
Okay. And that is because the mobile flourish a second time?
Yes.
All right. So we round down. So it is moved 10 feet. Understood. And then you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your walking speed if you choose to use it.
I will continue to move forward and we'll take my additional 2 shots.
Go. That will hit, dealing 25 points of damage, which is exactly how many hit points it had left as your second shot impacts it for good measure. The creature goes inert, falling with a massive thud. All right. After Twilight's call, we go to Miss Shonazath.
Twilight will just give Winkle a slight shoulder shove, saying, "That's how it's done."
Ooh.
Yes,
Woo.
point.
We'll get this.
The point was at the end of the arrow.
All right. 25. I get within range of them. So let's see where's spot to be.
Twilight and Winkle, you both feel the Crusader's mantle fade from you as Slarin steps forward.
Yeah, I've been chasing it all evening.
I think instead of throwing stuff at them, I'm just gonna dash the step back here and say, should hold our line right here.
Okay.
Make it difficult for 2 of them to attack us at once.
Cool. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Eowyn.
Fireball.
Yes.
Just key up, fireball.
He came in with the fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room was.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It's not a room. Go ahead, Eowyn. What?
It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. As all of them will suffer the full wrath of your fireball, each of them is going to suffer 42 points of fire damage.
Come.
Boom. You dealt 126 points of damage here, Eowyn. That's pretty effective.
Wow.
Anything else, Eowyn, as you have been blasting at them with fireballs?
Does that catch on fire at that area?
It does not. Primarily because I don't want to burn down Shatter Should I, and I'm going to be charitable for you guys.
So that's like the best mic drop ever.
Mm-hmm.
Key up, fireball. Hit them all, walk off.
Cool kids don't look at explosions, right, Eowyn?
Sure.
Sure.
Toss it and walk away.
All right. So, anything else you'd like to do? Any movement or bonus actions?
Can I like disengage the flaming spear or somehow bring it over here?
You would have to dispel it or move it through your friends.
I think I'd rather dispel it.
All right, so you stop concentrating on it. Understood. Got it. Eventually these fires will go out, so. Sweet. After Eowyn, we go to Miss Ayla Taylor. It is Miss, isn't it?
Yes.
For the time being.
I'm gonna move
But it's gonna be a hit.
right here,
Ah,
and I will throw Sacred Flame at this one.
yes, ma'am. My dexterity saving throw results in a 3. I will suffer how much damage as your radiant energy courses down upon it? 20 points damage as the radiant energy causes it to crack. Anything else?
And I'll move my spiritual weapon another 30 feet.
Okay.
We're getting close.
You are within range to strike at it if you choose to.
Okay, well, let's do that then. Where is it? There it is.
And that will strike, dealing 10 damage.
Every little bit helps. Okay, I good.
Cool. It then becomes their turn. We are going to move up to here. You will miss Islarin as you're trying to just went through the vines and leaves, ineffectively trying to strike at it. We are then going to try to strike at you, Islarin. The first one will be a 23 to hit you with a charged tendril.
Yep, that'll hit.
That'll deal 14 points of damage to you. I will then attempt to engulf you. A strength saving throw, you succeed on that. The third attack is a charged tendril, which will miss you as it caresses your shield. Over here, we will also attack you with 3 charged tendrils. The first one being a 23 for 13 damage as I managed to catch you from the offside. The 15, you turn your shield and the tendril clashes against it. And the third strike wraps around your leg and you feel a bludgeoning aspect on your thigh as a jolt of electricity that is unpleasant courses up your side. Miss Von Sin, it is your turn.
Okay, so just measuring to make sure. So she is going to kind of crawl around the guys. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me, and gets to here. And then she says, "Oh, well, that's fun." And she takes one more step. And she goes, "Oh, that's really fun. Okay." So she's going to, I'm going to measure real quick just to make sure that I've got it right. Yep. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, right here is where I want it. She's going to yank a bead of fireball off of her necklace and throw it right there,
Okay.
which will give the 20-foot radius.
Yes,
And I'll
ma'am.
get all three of these.
Sure.
Let's see if that works.
As you take the lead from your friend Eowyn, 1, 2, 3. 2 of them will succeed against this bead of fireball. However, the first one will suffer the full 48 points of damage. Others will each suffer 29. Still very effective. She dealt 96 points of damage with a single bead. Anything else you'd like to do, Miss Covet?
She looks at Eowyn, winks, and says, "Tell me, am I doing this right?" She turns and walks back over to behind Twilight.
Okay. Eowyn, is she doing it right?
Excluding the using a meat shield, I'd say she is.
I knew I was doing something right. Yay!
Excluding using
worried
a
about?
meat shield. Wow.
What are you
Is
what are you
that
worried
the
about? You're
flank-
too short for them.
Wow.
is that
Not in the
flank
ride
save
view.
or is that prime rib?
I'm hurt. I'm dynamite! I'm tiny but mighty!
All right.
Absolutely covered.
Quit patting me on the top of my head! That's mean!
Mr. Buinkle, it is your turn. As the cameras are not on over there, I believe the biscuits are being checked.
Ooh.
No, he's patting me on the head.
Ah, okay.
He's being that person.
I'm moving first.
Where are you moving to?
So I can see.
Understood.
Moving.
These bovine jokes are going to get you the horns. So, as Buinkle uses his accurate shot to shoot at the creature here, you're going to deal 17 points of damage. Well struck. A second shot deals 15 points as the arrow again finds a woody core. With a loud thud, you draw a third arrow,
You can do it, Buinkle!
and you will destroy this creature on the dot thanks to the Crusader's Mantle.
Thank you very much, guys. I feel better now.
As Buinkle feels better, anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I want to take... I don't want to do anything. That's good. Thank you.
All right. As your instinct washes over you to search the area, you do not find a short man in a black hat. Twilight, what would you like to do?
I'm going to walk up and I'm going to use Buinkle's rack as a support to take aim at this creature here.
Come on. Boris references are always great.
Oh, we know! We are always looking for moose and squirrel.
So as you use Buinkle's antlers like a prop for pool, your longbow, sir, fires and will deal 23 points of damage. as his guidance from antlers helps you out. The second shot will also strike, dealing 22 points of damage as your arrow flies deeply into the tree. And the third will strike, dealing 37 points of damage, sir. The arrows are flying true thanks to the antlers that are helping you. The fourth strike, thanks to your rapid quiver, will deal 24 damage.
Well done, Winkle. That's exactly what you are good for. And I will end my turn at that point.
Winkle, in spite of his taunting, you realize you are good at this. Islarin, what would you like to do?
Right. I will clean up after Twilight.
Oh no, that's a big job.
I don't
I'll
recommend
try to
that at
Finish
all.
off this one.
Okay. Unfortunately,
didn't
you
work.
will whiff as your trident spears deeply past, but on the backswing, you manage to catch that last part and pull it outwards towards you, destroying the creature with a loud snap.
Then I will try to just give this one a little bop.
Okay? It's a little bop.
Stop it!
Twist it. Gouge it. You will bop it for 12 plus 6 for a total of 18 damage.
Yes,
That's it.
Thank you, everyone, for the fact that everyone's on the same wavelength with these jokes is great. Miss Awen being here because very involved. We love having you here. All right. After Twilight Skull, we did Islarin. After Islarin, we go to Awen. What would you like to do, Awen?
I want to use Healing Word on Isloran.
Okay. You're going to cast Healing Word on Islarin as a bonus action. Islarin, you're going to recover 8 hit points.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. What does Burning Hands exactly do?
It's a
Like,
cone. It's a wide cone that would be harmful to Islarin in this specific location. Unless you stepped up.
We could move and you can move around and definitely get it without getting me.
Is there a way I can? Is there a way I can use it without hitting anybody?
You stand like here and angle it downward, or here and angle it kind of like, or like into this corner, kind of. Either of those spots would, like, you'd easily be able to do it.
I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that then. Oh. Yeah, I'll move here and try and angle it so it doesn't hit us more.
Okay. Cool. As the burning hands washes outwards from you, we're going to go ahead and do that. It comes out and goes like so. And the flames tear across this creature. Its dexterity saving throw is going to be a 16. It will suffer 18 fire damage. As the burning hands burns it, flames lick up and down its vines and leaves, charring them, falling smoldering to the ground. Anything else you'd like to do, Aowen? You moving away? I'm going to try to engulf you as you moved away. Need a strength saving throw, please. All right. As Eowyn resists the engulfing attempt, we go to Miss Ayla Taylor. It will be ending at the end of this round because I know people have to go.
I'm gonna throw guiding bolt at this guy.
All right. With a 26, your divine energy blasts it, dealing 15 radiant damage and granting advantage on the next attack roll against it. Anything else you'd like to do?
I will pull my spiritual weapon down and
This will be with advantage because of your guiding bolt. So re-roll that to check for the critical strike. As the spiritual weapon blasts down into this, you will deal 6 force damage to it. Any movement you'd like to do?
I'm done.
All right. You're going to end with its turn, as it is going to use a... Oh, we're going to try those charged tendrils on this Slarin. Slarin, a 13 misses you as your shield blocks it. The 23 will catch you for 17 damage, Slarin. And the third and last thing we do today is we are going to try to engulf Islarin. Islarin, this thing opens up its vine-like tendrils like an open maw trying to consume you. I need a strength saving throw of a DC 15. As you resist and block these away, you step free. And that is where we are going to end for today. And we will come back next week to determine just how much it really is us against the gods. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. Do check out the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMEric. Check out the website over at gmeric.com, where we are now offering 3 different sets of dice. They are really cool dice. And check out our one-shot next week on Saturday evening with Bubble Laser coming out. It's going to be a great time. If you know someone who wants to play my games, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them. And we do have the YouTube channel over at youtube.com/@thegamemastereric. A wonderful day, guys. Please stay safe, and we'll catch you guys next week for the next session. We'll be back tomorrow morning for Beneath Fallen Skies, as they will be performing to get their butts kicked on purpose.